In terms of the Republican primaries, I mean, it looks like there's a number of Tea Party challenges in a number of these primaries.
Well, I think after we won, when I say we, I say Republicans won. I think everyone else wants to come to the party now. We used to not have that many primaries, and now that we govern the state, I think other people want to participate, and that's okay and that's fine. But we've done, I think, a good job. And I think it's reflected in the polls. I think it'll be reflected on primary day and in November. And so I think we've stuck to what the voters wanted us to stick to, and we've governed responsibly. And I think we'll be rewarded on election day for that.
How would you address those Tea Party types that are getting into these races and challenging incumbents and such? Do you think the incumbents?
Well, I think the voters will sort out who really are Tea Party folks who are concerned about the country being bankrupted, and they'll be able to separate those from people who've been around for a long time and have probably lost elections before and been involved in losing campaigns before and have just latched onto the Tea Party and are trying to use them. And I think the voters are smarter than these guys are giving them credit for, and they'll show that on election day. So, some of these people that say they're in the Tea Party have been floating around for decades, and they weren't in the Tea Party before. They're not really in it now. They just see a wave to ride, and they're hoping somehow they'll gain some power from it, and I think they'll be sorely disappointed.
Do you add folks like John Harris with the Firearms Association to that group that's just trying to jump on a wave?
Those would be kind words for me to use about John Harris. He's exactly what we're talking about, someone who is just a frustrated lobbyist who cannot win an election and has not been involved in very many winning elections. He's a one-issue guy, except for the paid lobbying client he had, some telephone company situation. And I think he's just frustrated and looking for a way to gain some power. And I think, once again, he's going to be disappointed on Election Day.
But you don't think he reflects maybe some or a large enough group of voters that want to see change up here with Republican leadership?
No, I don't think he does at all.
Why?
Well, I look at his record in the past. He's been ineffective. You don't come to people and lobby them by threatening and saying inappropriate things, and that's all he's done, and it's been very ineffective. It's been a disservice to his organization, the Tennessee Firearms Association, and quite frankly, it's been a disservice to everyone who is for the Second Amendment in the state of Tennessee. The guy's ineffective, he's got bad motives, and he's just bad for the process, and I think people realize that, and that's why he's going to not be successful in what he's trying to do.
I'm sorry, maybe I misasked that question. Do you think that that reflects, though, like voices like his or Tea Partiers, that they want change from Republicans?
No, I don't. I think that's a far extreme personal agenda that's going on there, and I don't think that it reflects a broad-based movement at all. And from the polling I've seen, I think it only reinforces that. I think they've lost support since he has been saying the inappropriate, wacky things he's been saying. I think it's backfired on him, and again, he's going to be left holding the bag on Election Day.